Howdy, folks. It's me again, and I really want to talk about Ohio's biggest problem. Well, I do not really hate Ohio. I love Ohio. I'm enjoying living in Ohio. It's a great state, but I would like to tell all of you folks about Ohio's biggest problem. So the Ohio's biggest problem is that Antifas. Well, I'm not against Antifa, because I am still part of the Antifa. I'm part of the Antifas. I'm still the Antifa, which is exactly why I dressed as a Viet Cong, which is why I always support North Vietnamese, because I'm Antifa. And did you know that Antifas can be a lot older than you think they are? So Antifa was around in the 19th century, which is in Vietnam. The North Vietnamese and the Viet Congs, those are the real Antifa. Those are the oldest Antifa. Antifa existed in Vietnam. But how did Antifa rise up in the United States? Well, because of the protesters. Remember when they used to protest just to end the Vietnam War? It was back in 19th century. It was way before I was born. But I've heard about the Vietnam War history. I've heard that people that they did protest in United States to end the Vietnam War, which is exactly how the Antifas rised in United States, not just in Vietnam. But of course, the South Vietnamese, those are the fascists. These are terrible theocratic fascist dictators. They're the one who tortured the North Vietnamese in the first place. They're the one who did that. They are the aggressors. Yes. Yeah. And this is the reason why it pisses me off to see the person's house holding a South Vietnamese flag in United States. I wish there would be a person who's holding a North Vietnamese flag in United States, in Ohio. I wish I would see a person hold a North Vietnamese flag to make me happy. Please, anybody who watches this video, please buy a North Vietnamese flag in United States. Go around public, hold the North Vietnamese flag in public, or hang the North Vietnamese flag in your home too. For me. and for North Vietnamese. But I'm not forcing you to do it. I was just begging. I was just begging to anyone to go buy a North Vietnamese flag and wave it in a public in United States. And in fact, not just in houses that holds the South Vietnamese flag, even in the Veterans Park in Ohio, they had a giant South Vietnamese flag, and it pisses me off. I went to the Veterans Park when I was in the True Care program. I was having fun in the park. I loved the park. I did love the Veterans Park, but I hated how they supported the South Vietnamese. I hated how they cited the South Vietnamese to make Ohio look bad. This is another Ohio's biggest problem. But also the main Ohio had too many problems. First, they support those South Vietnamese fascists, and also another Ohio's biggest problem is the Antifas, who's already turned into a blood tribe, white supremacist neo-Nazis. That's another Ohio's biggest issue that I have to talk about. Yes, there is Antifas in Ohio. There is Antifas in Ohio, but after the election in November 2024, all of the Antifas who was hiding in Ohio, they joined the Nazis. They became the white supremacists. Of course, after the election in 2024, Antifas, they did show up after the election. After the election, Antifas did show up, but waving a red swastika flag and hurling a racial slurs and spreading hate speech against the black community. This is the Antifa's stupidest act. This is the Antifa's biggest mistake. And I'm so disappointed. It was in Columbus. In Columbus, Ohio, a group of Antifas calling themselves neo-Nazis, waving a red swastika flag and hurling racial slurs. They're hurling racial slurs. They're always attacking a black community. They've always been harassing a Haitian migrant, my familiars. Why would they do that? Why the Antifas in Ohio became the white supremacists. They used to fight against racism. They used to fight against white supremacists. They used to fight against homophobia and transphobia. And then, after the election, they became the white supremacists. They joined the Nazis. While I'm still part of the Antifa, but I'm not white. I'm Latino. I am Latino. But look, I'm still part of the Antifas. And I'm still proud to be Antifa. But I do not agree with the swastika and white supremacy. I do not agree with attacking the black community. I have too many black friends. And I respect them. I respect my black friends. Even in my gym, the gym where I go at is full of black community. Yeah, it's too many black community in my gym where I always been work out. In 2 years, I spent 2 years working out in that gym. Gym that it's inside the black community. Even workers. Too many workers in Cincinnati Recreation Center. They're all black. They're all black. And in fact, the gym, which is Cincinnati Recreation Center, is the only one cheapest gym. Only one affordable gym. But the workers and the managers and every single Cincinnati Recreation Center, they're all black. They're all black communities. And I'm always been respecting them. I always been respecting them, just like I respect my black friends too. Yes. But I'm just, I can't believe how Antifa's, are just, destroying their own career. I can't believe that, that those, Antifas who became a blood tribe neo-Nazis, they're making the Antifa community look bad. Well, guess what? They did it again. But in Cincinnati, Antifas appeared in Cincinnati waving a swastika flag, still harassing the black community. And guess what? The black community had enough of Antifas. They had enough of Antifas. And they did scare away the Antifas. So that means that the black community, they already kick all of the Antifas out. They kick Antifas out of the Cincinnati. Wow. Now the black community thinks that Antifas are racist and a white supremacist. This is just really, really, really stupid. It's so stupid. It's just so stupid how Antifa's just became a neo-Nazi white supremacist. Oh my gosh. Is that the reason why majority of Antifas are white people? They're all white? Is that why majority of Antifas are white? Was that the reason why most black community never bother join Antifas? Was that the reason why? And yes, the black community in Ohio, they hated Antifas. They dislike Antifas. No, they hate Antifas. Now, the entire black community, they're dressed as a soldier. They're wearing a military gear. They're carrying a gun, making sure no single Antifas will ever exist at all. This is not the kind of world I wanted to live. I'm still Antifa. I've never wanted to abandon Antifas. I'm still proud to be Antifa. But that does not make me a white supremacist. That does not make me racist. Well, wait, I was racist. I was a lot more racist. I was racist to Native Americans. I used to be spreading racism against Latino. I used to be spreading racism against Native Americans. I used to be spreading racism against Asian. So yeah, I'm not saying that I'm not racist. Because I'm not lying. Oh, that's a cute cat. Oh, actually, also I've been spreading racism against the Arab too. But I always respect my black friends. Well, yes, I used to be shit on black people, but I respected my black friends. I respected them. I never said anything racist in front of my black friends because I respected them. And I had a white friend, and I respect him too. The reason why I've been the most racist person, it was just because I had enough of xenophobia. I had enough of the anti-LGBT hate speech. I had enough of the transphobic hate speech. I had enough of the discrimination against the entire LGBTQ community. It just makes me become racist. But I still respect my black friend. I still respect my white friend too. And yes, I also been respecting my Asian friend too. And yes, I used to respect my Native American friends. Oh, I respect the entire North Vietnamese. Well, yeah, even if I know that the North Vietnamese ancestor, well, in my opinion, I always thought that Vietnamese community they were Native Americans. They used to be. I could be wrong. But my thought is that I've heard about the history that the Native American tribes they used to be kicked out of the land. They used to be kicked out of the America. Maybe they left America. And I was thought that Native American, they did move out of America after the European took over the land. I was thought that the entire Native American, they moved out of America all the way to entire Asia. They moved to Japan, Vietnam, Korea, and China. That's what I was been thinking about it. So yeah, this is why I thought that. This is why I was always been thinking that that the entire Vietnamese community could have the same DNA as Native American tribes, or I could be wrong. And yes, yes, the Vietnamese, some of them did look very similar to Native Americans. And anyway, back to the Antifas. So yeah, so that means that so what happened to the Antifas? It's a very, very bad news. It's a very, very bad news for Antifas. Is that the black community really hated Antifas. They started to think that all of the Antifas are the white supremacist hate group. Which is why I'm so disappointed. Even the black Israelites hate group really hates Antifas. Oh, it's well, they already been hating Antifas back then. Black Israelites already dislike Antifas because the majority of Antifas, they're all white people. They're all white. Majority of Antifas, they're all white people. And black Israelites, they hate white people and they hate the LGBT community, which is why I always been shitting on a black Israelite. This is why I said fuck black Israelites. Well, I'll be talking about the black Israelites later. But one more thing I have to let all of you folks know about the black Israelites. These are the Republican scumbags. Black Israelites are the black Republican delusional racist scumbags. Yes, I know the fucking Republicans. I know the black Israelites are pro-MAGA. Which makes sense why they're racist. Which makes sense why they hate white people. Because they're fucking Republican pro-MAGA. Yeah. See, this is why I was been shitting on the black Israelites. Yeah. And yes. But back to Antifa's bad news. Back to the bad news for Antifa. The entire majority of Americans in United States now they're all thinking that Antifa's they're part of the hate group. Now they're thinking that the Antifa symbol is a hate symbol. Even the Antifa flag, even the anarchy Antifa flag, people thinking that this is a hate symbol flag. And I can't believe that Antifas is on the list of the goddamn hate group. I can't believe that Antifas were marked as the hate group. In United States, Antifas were marked as the hate group. Here's my cat over here. Yeah. I'm finally finished my rant. Finally finished my rant about the 2025. And this is exactly why I hate 2025. This is exactly why 2025 is the worst year ever. Fucking worst year ever. I hate this year. I hate 2020. I hate 2025. I really hate it. I hate the kind of world that I'm living in. I don't even understand why Antifas became the white supremacist. But I'm Latino. I'm Latino. But I'm Latino, and I'm Antifa. I'm Latino, but I'm also part of the Antifa. Why did Antifas called the Haitian migrants a pet eaters? Yeah, in Columbus. In Columbus, the Antifas, after they became the white supremacist hate group, they've been harassing Haitian migrants. They also call them a pet eaters. The Antifas accused all of the Haitian migrants of eating a cat and dogs while waving a red swastika flag in Columbus, Ohio. What the hell is wrong with Antifas? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Just like they were attacking the black community to make the entire Antifa community being marked as the hate group. And as you folks see, I've been ranting a lot to prove that Kyle Kalinske is not the only one who's always ranting. I've been ranting too. And I agree with Kyle Kalinske. Yes, it's not the kind of world I wanted to live in. It kind of looks like Kyle Kalinske, and of course, I'm always been ranting and political, just like Kyle Kalinske. In fact, I'm also the left winger, exactly like Kyle Kalinske. But I'm not meant like that. I'm not meant to copy Kyle Kalinske. I'm not trying to copy Kyle Kalinske. I'm not trying to copy Kyle Kalinske. And I'm not trying to mock him. I am on his side. And I'm always saying that Kyle Kalinske is right. And I'm always saying that Kyle Kalinske is a very truthful YouTuber. I subscribed to him a long time ago. Well, I don't remember when I subscribed to Kyle Kalinske. But I want to give a big shout out to Kyle Kalinske. You're the great content creator. And I know you're not a liar. You're not delusional. And I believe in you. I always believe in you. Just because I believe Kyle Kalinske all the time, that does not make me delusional. That does not mean I'm delusional. Just because I always believe what the Kyle Kalinske is saying. I know a couple folks. I know some folks. They do think that Kyle Kalinske is delusional. But some other people, they believe what Kyle Kalinske was saying. And Kyle, if you watch this video, keep it up. Keep up a good work. I am so proud of you. I love your content, and I love your channel. And keep it up. And I'm always supporting you. And what else? Okay, that's it. Anything else that I wanted to talk about? Okay, yeah, that's it. I'm finished. So yeah, just to let you folks know, should I truly abandon Antifa? No. And am I feel ashamed to be a part of the Antifa group? No. I want to say I'm still proud to be a part of the Antifa group, but that doesn't mean I will ever wave the swastika flag. That doesn't mean I will hurl racial slurs in the public. No. I am the Antifa, but I'm proven that I'm a good person. I'm proven that I'm a good guy. And I'm still the Antifa. I'm still keeping my Antifa flag in my home, even if I don't wear it. And I wish Kyle Kalinske ever talked about the Antifa group. In fact, I wish Antifa's never going to give up. Well, even if they were marked as a hate group, even if the entire black community hates Antifas. In fact, even migrants, they did dislike Antifas. I'm just so disappointed. And but at least I finished with a rant. And I hope all of you folks enjoy watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will continue. Well, I might continue to go back to clean up my backyard. Well, it depends on the weather. I hope it's not gonna rain tonight. Well, I hope it's not gonna be too cold. Well, I hope it's not gonna be freezing tomorrow. Oh boy, I really hated weekends. Look, my first weekend was the worst weekend ever, and then even my second weekend became worst. Oh boy, I hope tomorrow, which is the third weekend, I hope that my third weekend is not going to be another worst weekend. I beg for mercy.